Hey cat lovers, and welcome back to the Purring Journal, the channel where we explore all things feline, including fascinating cat legends. From the goddess Bastet in ancient Egypt to the Bakeneko, a lucky cat charm in Japan, cats have played a large role in belief systems and mythologies around the world. However, not all depictions of cats in folklore are as idealistic as these. Some are downright spine-chilling. In this video, we'll discuss 6 of the creepiest cat legends from all around the world. If you enjoy learning about cat behavior, facts, stories, and more, subscribe to the channel so you never miss a video. Now grab a cozy blanket and maybe keep the lights on, and let's get started. Number 1. The Christmas Cat from Iceland. When most of us think of Christmas and the holiday season, peaceful, wonderful, warm, and joyful images fill our mind. Sipping hot cocoa around the fire, enjoying big dinners with loved ones, and opening gifts early on Christmas morning. Many Christmas tales are similarly joyful. Santa Claus, elves, and reindeer bring joy to kids and rewards goodness all around the world. But Christmas legends aren't always so wholesome everywhere. The Christmas cat, or Yule Cat, from Iceland isn't an adorable kitten that spreads Christmas joy, but rather a giant, monstrous, and vicious cat who prowls the Icelandic countryside. The Christmas cat doesn't just spook the Icelandic people, but according to legend, he eats them. As the legend goes, the Christmas cat devours anyone who does not receive new clothing before Christmas Eve comes around. His favorite meal is reportedly children. Most interpretations describe the Christmas cat as huge, sometimes larger than a house, with dark, fluffy fur and glowing eyes, usually red or yellow. He prowls the Icelandic countryside, going from house to house on Christmas Eve, looking for any children who are not wearing new clothing. If he sees that the children were wearing new clothes, specifically new socks, he would move on to the next house. But if they weren't, legend says he would eat them whole. This legend was used to encourage people to finish their knitting and gifts before Christmas Eve, and even to incentivize wealthier families to donate clothing to poor families during the holidays. Christmas cat also closely linked to other tales in Icelandic mythology. The cat is said to be the pet of a monstrous entity, sometimes described as a troll woman or ogre named Gryla, who is closely associated with Icelandic Christmas folklore. While the sentiment behind the legend is good, making sure everyone gets new clothes for Christmas, the threat of being devoured is much less wholesome. Today, the Christmas cat remains a central figure in holiday celebrations in Iceland and is a regular fixture in holiday decoration displays and parades. Number 2. Sith cats from Scotland. Celtic and Scottish culture has a rich and varied tapestry of tales, figures, and folklore. There are many animal-like entities in these stories, from the kelpies, water spirits in the form of horses, to the puka, a shape-shifting entity that takes the form of a horse, cat, goat, or dog. Among these are the Sith cats, large black cats with a splotch of white fur on their chests that can walk upright on their hind legs. These cats are said to be as large as dogs, and they only walk on 2 legs when they suspect no humans are watching. There are different iterations of the Sith cats. In some interpretations, Sith cats are witches or demons, taking on the appearance of a cat, while others say they are fairies or spirits. In other legends, Sith cats would steal the souls of the dead, especially those who had just died and not yet passed on to the spirit world. Supposedly, to prevent Sith cats from stealing souls, loved ones of the recently departed would guard their bodies before burial in the ritual called Fil Fadalak, or the Late Wake. They would watch over the body in a room with no fire, as the Sith cats were said to be attracted to fire, while others would play music, dance, and play games outside to distract them. To appease the cats, people would leave saucers of milk outside their doors around Samhain, the Gaelic festival marking the end of the harvest and one of the direct predecessors of modern-day Halloween. There are appearances of Sith cats in both Scottish and Irish folklore, and they even make an appearance in English folktales The King of the Cats, which tells the story of a man coming home to his wife, telling her he just saw 8 or 9 large black cats with splotches on their chests holding a royal funeral. Supposedly, the cats were carrying a coffin with a crown atop it and told the man that the Cat King was dead. Some experts suggest that the legend of the Sith cat was inspired by the Scottish wildcat, a once pervasive species in the United Kingdom that is now critically endangered and functionally extinct in the world. Folklore of the Sith cat may also have been inspired by the Kellis cat, a hybrid between the Scottish wildcat and the domestic house cat, whose existence was initially denied as a hoax. These cats were similarly reported to be dog-sized and similar in appearance to artwork depicting the Sith cats. However, Kellis cat sightings cannot explain the spookier and more supernatural elements of Sith cat folklore, like the belief that they could speak to humans or even control the weather. Number 3. The Bakeneko of Nabeshima from Japan. The Bakeneko, in Japanese mythology, is a cat that has gained supernatural powers over time. The Bakenekos are ordinary cats at first who become supernatural entities as they age, with some folktales suggesting that cats with unusually long tails or whose tails split in two as they age would turn into Bakeneko. while others claim that cats who were killed by humans would return as Bakeneko to seek revenge. The cat became a Bakeneko by simply living to a certain age or weighing over a certain amount. One version suggests a cat would simply have to lick up large quantities of lamp oil to become a Bakeneko. The Bakeneko fits into a larger class in Japanese mythology called yokai, supernatural entities or spirits rooted in ancient folklore. Bakeneko can take many different forms and poses many different abilities, from shapeshifting into humans or possessing humans to manipulating the deceased and speaking in human tongues. The Bakeneko are often confused with Nekomata, another kind of cat yokai in Japanese mythology. Nekomata usually have multiple tails, while Bakenekos only have one. The Nekomata are said to be much more malicious than their more benevolent Bakeneko. The Bakeneko of Nabeshima is one of the most famous tales of the Bakeneko, and it is sometimes referred to as the Nabeshima Bakeneko disturbance in Saga Prefecture. There are several different iterations of the tale, all of which center around the theme of revenge. The tale is set in the 16th century, and it involves the Nabeshima clan, who controlled the Saga domain from the late Sengoku period to the Edo period. In one version, a Nabeshima warlord kills his subordinates after he is displeased during a game of Go. The subordinate's mother cries to her cat and then, out of grief, commits suicide. The cat laps up her blood and transforms into a Bakeneko, which is why this version of the Bakeneko is often described as a vampire cat. The Bakeneko torments the Nabeshima warlord every night out of revenge, feeding off his life force and causing several illnesses. In some versions, the Bakeneko kills one of the warlord's concubines and assumes her form, draining the warlord's life force in disguise. In the end, one of the warlord's servants discovers the Bakeneko and kills him, leading to the warlord's recovery. There are many different stories of the Bakeneko, most of which depict the Bakeneko as evil or mischievous. Sometimes they act out of revenge, but other times they target humans just to entertain themselves. Unlike many cat folklore figures who prowl countrysides and torment rural areas, the Bakeneko resides in populous towns and cities. Since cats are still common in Japan and still occupy a large role in their culture and entertainment, it isn't surprising that they also have such a varied and interesting role in their folklore. Number 4. The Matagot from France. Roaming the countryside in southern France is the Matagot, a creature in French folklore that often takes the shape of a black cat. While Matagots are also described as adopting the form of other animals like rats, foxes, cows, or dogs, most versions have it assume the shape of a cat. Matagot is a versatile spirit, one that can both be good and evil. Most Matagots are evil and mischievous beings, but they can be beneficial to humans if they are successfully lured in and trapped. According to the legend, if you come across a Matagot, you can lure them out of their hiding spot with a serving of delicious, meaty chicken. If they take the bait, you must scoop them up from behind and carry them all the way home without looking behind you. Once the cat is in your possession, they will bring good fortune and wealth into your life, but only if they are kept well fed. At every meal, the cat must be given the first bite and sip, and they will give you a coin of solid gold in return. However, you must release the cat before you get too old. Legend states that if you start dying while the cat is still in your possession, your death will be agonizing and long. Other versions of the legend depict the Matagot in the service of witch or wizard, and it is said that stroking them will bring good fortune. Regardless of this folklore, the Matagot is associated with wealth and greed, leading some to refer to it as the money cat. Number 5. The Hombre Gato from Argentina. The Hombre Gato, also known as the Cat Man, goes from the South American folktale that particularly common in rural areas in Argentina. The Hombre Gato is said to be the shapeshifter capable of changing his form between feline and man. He is depicted as a large black cat with glowing eyes, and he prowls the countryside at night. His intentions are not well known, but he is thought to be a malevolent creature. Some say that if you get lost in the pampas of Argentina, the Hombre Gato will take advantage of your confusion and lead you further astray. Others say that his eyes are hypnotic, and staring into them will render you helpless. His origins are also relatively obscure, but some legends suggest that he was once human but was cursed by a witch to permanently wear the skin of a predatory cat. Most renditions of the legend depict the Hombre Gato similarly to a werewolf. He roams neighborhoods, preying on both livestock and people in the dead of night. Number 6. The Wampus Cat from Appalachia. Originating from Cherokee folklore, the Wampus Cat is a frightful figure that haunts the Appalachian Mountains and the American countryside. There are a few different depictions of the Wampus Cat. Some say it's a large, wild cat that can assume the form of a beautiful woman, while others say it is a spiritually an undefined animal characterized by green eyes and occult powers. While the Wampus Cat has taken hold in American folklore, it can be traced back to a legend from the Cherokee mythology. According to the legend, a Cherokee woman broke tribal law by spying on a secret ritual. She donned a mountain lion hide to disguise her appearance, but she was discovered by a medicine man who cursed her for her actions. He bound her to the mountain lion skin and transformed her into a half-human, half-feline beast. She was cursed to forever roam the Appalachian Mountains in solitude, and some say they can still hear her howls as she laments her condition, unable to return to her human form. Her cries are said to be distinctly human, a chilling reminder of her origins. The legend has been adapted over time, and it was integrated into settler circles, and it has been more broadly applied to cat-like mythical creatures around the country. From cats with an appetite for humans to revenge-seeking vampire cats, our feline friends have taken on hair-raising and macabre forms in folklore around the world. So which of these creepy cat legends was your favorite? Share your thoughts in the comments below, we'd love to hear from you guys. And if you enjoyed this spooky legends, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more feline facts, and check out one of these pertastic videos next. Until then, keep your cats close and maybe have the nightlight on, just in case.